Hey there, gorgeous! Hope you're having a great day. It's such a pleasure to see you and to be here with you. In today's video, I'm sharing some of my favorite tips for youthful looking eyes. I feel like as we age, the one area of our face that shows the most signs of aging is our eyes. And so that's why I feel like it's one of the areas that we should be paying the most emphasis on in terms of minimizing the signs of aging. And there are some tips and tricks you can use with makeup to help minimize those minor things that happen as we age. Now, I'm not making this video to make anyone feel badly about themselves or to make you feel like you're doing everything wrong. That's not the point of this video. I simply wanted to give an outline for those who have asked about this topic and just give a general guideline of things that you can do in the event that you want to do something different. But I am always of the mindset of do what gives you the most confidence. I stand by that 100%. So just take this with a grain of salt, and if you want to try something new, I hope you'll find this helpful. The first tip that I feel like is the most important, especially when we're talking about aging eyes, is always applying a primer. Primer is going to be your bestest friend ever, because as we age, our skin does tend to droop, and it's not in the same place that it was when we were 20 years old. So primer really is key for helping to keep everything intact, everything in place, making sure there's no movement, there's no creasing, your eyeshadow isn't sliding around. Some of my favorites from Milani, that's a drugstore eyeshadow primer you can try. Alter Ego Cosmetics is another one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. Profusion Cosmetics makes a really great one, as does NYX. Another tip that I have to share with you is the placement of your eyeshadow. Placement really does make a difference. If you're careful to apply your eyeshadow higher, in the crease area especially, it does help to lift and accentuate the eyes in a positive way, as opposed to if you just applied the eyeshadow directly into the crease and you didn't carry it a little bit higher towards the brow bone. Applying it like this can make the eyes look heavier, it can emphasize drooping, it can emphasize downturned eyes. So a little bit higher placement on the eye does tend to make a world of difference. When it comes to the kind of eyeshadows that are available, there are creams, there are powders, and there are many different finishes of powder eyeshadows to choose from. Mattes, shimmers, even so far as glitters. But this is always one of those topics that it's going to depend on you. All I can do is give you a guideline of things that I have found that do help to reduce the signs of aging around my eyes. So mattes are always a really popular choice, but they can emphasize dryness in the skin, especially as we age and our skin gets more dried out, if that has been the case for you. So mattes can be a little hit or a miss depending on your own unique skin texture. Shimmers, like the really subtle shimmers, are usually the best ones to go with because they add a subtle amount of highlight without drawing attention to areas that you want to minimize. Now, the shimmers that have a lot of glitter packed into those are ones that I would say to stay away from, and definitely stay away from the really glitter packed eyeshadows, the ones that are just like looks like glitter threw up. Those can really emphasize crow's feet, fine lines, and the sparkles tend to fall into those areas and really magnify them. I've even discovered that as I'm getting older that I tend to be gravitating away from glitter more and more. But if I do use it, I tend to apply it only to the middle of the eyelid, and I will apply it mixed in with a glitter glue so that I make sure that it stays put and it's not migrating around the eye. So there are some subtle ways that you can incorporate it into your eye looks without applying it all over the place. You can also apply it as an eyeliner. If that's something that appeals to you, you can take a little bit of that, apply it directly to the middle of the upper eyelid. This will intensify the eyes, really help to draw them out, give you a little bit of sparkle and shimmer. It's just a very subtle way of incorporating glitter into your looks. Let's talk about eyeliner. It's one of those mediums that I feel like falls to the wayside as we get older, simply because our eyesight isn't what it used to be and it gets a little harder to apply as we get older. I know that my mom has told me that she doesn't wear eyeliner for that specific reason, and I completely understand that. In the event that you are still wearing eyeliner and you love it, I say, hey, go for it, girlfriend. You want to make sure that you're applying it only to the upper lash line and avoid the lower lash line, especially with black liner. This can really age the eyes, and Emphasize dark circles, by the way, too, because if you have hyperpigmentation underneath your eyes and you want to minimize that area, adding eyeliner to the lower lash line can emphasize that more and draw it out more. And it can add to the look of being tired, being older, and yes, it's just something you want to avoid. Something that is also important to pay attention to when it comes to eyeliner is the color that you're using. Black is really harsh, and I have learned this myself over the years. Is I love black eyeliner. I'll just be honest with you, I love it. And when I do a smoky eye, I cannot avoid it. Okay, I still do it. But if you want a more subtle look and on an everyday basis, I would recommend going with a softer brown. It does look a lot more pleasing, more attractive to the eye. It does soften your look a lot more. And look into colored eyeliners too. There's nothing saying that you can't wear a colored eyeliner, especially one that will draw out the beauty of your own unique eye color. So if you have blue eyes, going with a coppery brown eyeliner will help to draw those out. If you have green or hazel eyes, purple or plum eyeliners are really beautiful. And if you have brown eyes, navy blue eyeliners do a beautiful job of really emphasizing that beautiful brown that you have in your eyes. And if you want to add a little bit of eyeliner to the lower lash line, I would say avoid lining the entire length of the lower lash line. What you can do instead is just line the outer third of the lower lash line and smoke it out. And choose something like eyeshadow as a medium because it's softer and it will not look so harsh as if you had applied a pencil or a liquid liner instead. Brows, don't forget the brows. Brows. I made this mistake when I first started wearing makeup. I didn't even see the point of applying any brow product. I was like, I can see them. I know they're there. It doesn't matter. It does. It really does, because as we get older, we lose hair in our eyebrows and they get thinner and they get more sparse. And if you're like me and you have blonde eyebrows, it really does make a difference in how your eyes look. It really does emphasize your eyes when you take the time to fill them in. And there are a number of amazing eyebrow products on the market to try. You can go from tinted brow gels, which are really easy to just brush through and add a little bit of color in, or you can go with more elaborate pens, which take a little bit of practice, but you can draw brow hairs in and it does look very natural. My favorite pen of the moment, by the way, is the one from Undone Beauty. $12, looks amazing and very natural on the brows. But yeah, there's a number of different mediums to try. You can also try powders, which are really quick and easy. It's going to be up to you as to which one is the best, but definitely take the time to fill in your brows because it does make a world of difference. And then let's not forget talking about the under eye area itself. Don't skip concealer. Concealer is so important. And sometimes color correction is necessary too if you do have really harsh under eye circles. I do have topics I've done in the past on color correcting the under eye area, but just to give you a general overview, if you have blue under eye circles, then you want to go with a color corrector that has orange in it to help counteract the blue. If you have more purple under eye circles, then you want to go with a yellow color corrector to counteract the purple. And then once you've applied your color corrector, you simply apply a concealer over the top. Creamy versions work really well on aging under eyes. My most favorite of the moment is the one from Bobbi Brown, and that is the corrector. The one that I'm showing you here is Porcelain Peach. I also really love the Pixie color corrector by Petra. This is a more affordable option, and the one that I use is in Brightening Peach. These do a beautiful job of correcting under eye circles and hiding all of the stuff that you don't want people to see. And the last youthful eye makeup tip I have to share with you is not applying mascara to your lower lashes. I discovered that purely by accident a few years back. I think I just forgot to apply it one day, and I was amazed at how open my eyes looked. And I received compliments from people, even friends of mine that had seen me that day. They were like, Did you take a nap? I haven't slept in a year. 3 kids under the age of 5. Yes. It was just simply eliminating the mascara on my lower lashes. And when you think about it, adding mascara there can create shadows on your under eye area, which can further emphasize dark circles, etc. And I mean, I'm not doing it today. I have no mascara on my lower lashes, and you can see my eyes look bigger, and this area right here just looks clearer. And it's simply amazing how just omitting one simple thing can truly change your entire look. So if you have a tip that has helped turn back the hands of time, that has worked really well for you, please feel free to share yours below as well. And I will have some recommendations on products listed for you in the description box in the event that you have some questions on eyebrow products, concealers, correctors, eyeshadows, etc. All that stuff will be down for you in the description box below. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a beautifully blessed weekend ahead.